Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, students. Today we'll be starting on the topic of nervous system. Okay. So nervous system it comes under your anatomy theory. Okay. So before starting the unit, before starting to the topic, nervous system. By the word nervous system, what comes to your mind? Nervous system. What comes to your mind? Anyone?
Brain.
Okay. Brain. Okay. Anyone else? Means the daily activities which you are doing, all right, starting from the time you get up. Okay, then starting from the time you get up, you brush your teeth, you have something, you do some activities. All these are done, all these are capable with the help of the nervous system. Okay, means and they helps you in controlling your body, controlling your mood. Okay, so the nervous system is responsible for all these things. Okay, okay. So now we will see what do you mean by nervous system. So nervous system means what? The nervous system, they will detect and respond to changes inside and outside the body. Means the nervous system, no, they will find out. They will find out the changes which is inside. Inside means, for example, your internal organs, your visceral organs. Maybe, for example, you are having some internal organs like stomach. Okay, you are feeling hungry. Okay, you are feeling hungry. So if you're feeling hungry, what will you do? What will you do if you're feeling hungry? If you're feeling hungry, what will you do? I mean, what is the first thing? Aseng Modi,
Ma'am, I can hear you.
can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Aseng?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're feeling hungry, what will you do? If you're seeing
Start.
something, okay, suppose in a cookery show, you say, means in all this cookery show, na, you are seeing something very delicious thing. Okay, maybe some chocolate or maybe something which you like. How will you react? How will you react if you see something which is, uh, I mean, which is delicious for you, which is okay. So okay, how will you react? First thing,
Little with saliva.
little bit saliva. Yeah, obviously, obviously. So that salivation from where it comes inside your body, isn't it? It will respond. Your body will respond in the form
Yes.
of saliva. That means inside your body, and outside the body means what? You'll try to have it, isn't it? You'll have it, you'll eat it, isn't it? That means outside the body. Inside the body, what is happening? You are saliva is coming out, isn't it? And outside the body, you are eating it. So it means that one. Okay, I'm just sharing you one example. Okay, did you understand the meaning of the first point? Everyone? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so first, Pati Tajo, please mute yourself. Mute yourself. Okay. So it means that one. Okay, the first point means your nervous system, they will detect the response which will be taking which will be occurring inside your body as well as outside your body also. Okay, and the next point, what does it mean? In the next point, the nervous system is a part of the body that coordinates its behavior and transmits signals between different body areas. Means the nervous system, no, they will help you in coordination in the sense like what you are walking. Suppose you are walking, so you'll walk with both your legs, isn't it? It's not that only your one leg will move, isn't it? Your one leg will move and the other leg, it won't move. It won't be in that way, isn't it? Both of your legs will coordinate for walking, even your hands also. If you're doing something, only your one hand won't do. Both your two hands have to coordinate. They have to do it. Okay, so it means that one, they have to coordinate. They have to be in sync. They have to be in link between each other. And this nervous system, what will they do? They send signals to different parts of the body area. Okay, are you clear about it? About nervous system? Is everyone clear? Okay. So in the nervous system, you can see that there are two parts. The nervous system is divided into two parts. The first one is the central nervous system, this one. Okay. And the second one is the peripheral nervous system, also known as PNS. Okay, so in this central nervous system, what will you see in the central nervous system? In the central nervous system, you will see that it consists of brain, okay, the brain and the spinal cord. This is a spinal cord. Okay, so in this central nervous system, you will see a brain, okay, the brain and the spinal cord. Okay, and in the next part, that is in the peripheral nervous system, also known as PNS, what you will see consisting of all the nerves outside the brain and the spinal cord, means whatever nerves are outside the brain and the spinal cord. Now, all these are included in the peripheral nervous system. Okay, are you clear about the parts of the nervous system? First is the CNS, also known as central nervous system, and the PNS, also known as the peripheral nervous system. So in the central nervous system, you will see the brain and the spinal cord, these two. And in the peripheral nervous system, you will see that all the nerves, okay, all the nerves which are outside the brain and the spinal cord. So all these parts. Okay, are you clear about the parts? Okay. So in this nervous
Ma'am,
system, so in this nervous system, again you will see that the nervous system, functionally, they are divided into two main subdivisions. Okay, what are the two main subdivisions? The first one is somatic or voluntary component. Okay, and the second one is autonomic or involuntary component. Okay, so now let's see what do you mean by somatic or voluntary component. So somatic or involuntary voluntary component, what does it mean? Which you can control. Okay, which you can control. For example, you wanted to do something. For example, I have given some examples. Okay, you're eating a cake, riding a bicycle, walking, playing piano, coming to school, going to school, means whatever you wanted to do, you can do it, means which you can control. Okay, the things which you can control are known as somatic or voluntary component. Okay, are you clear about somatic? Are you clear or not about somatic?
yes, ma'am, clear.
Okay. And what do you mean by autonomic or involuntary component? Which you can't control. Okay, for example, your heartbeat. Can you control your heartbeat? Your heart is
No,
beating. Breathing. You can't control it. Breathing means in the sense like lungs. About we are talking about lungs. Okay. Blinking. All this blinking. Or maybe you can control for some time, but not continuously. You can't open your eyes continuously for 24 hours, isn't it? So it means that one, removing hand from hot object. Can you touch a hot object? Suppose you are warming water or you are warming something in the gas stove or something like that. Can you just touch like that? No, isn't it? Choking, salivation, all this you can't control. Okay, so that's why it is known as involuntary. involuntary actions which is occurring automatically or naturally. Okay, which occurs naturally or which occurs automatically. These are known as involuntary. Okay, are you clear about voluntary, involuntary? Are you all clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next is neurons. Okay, so in this nervous system, you will see neurons also. Okay, and these neurons, I'm showing you in the screen. So this is the structure of neuron. So in the neurons, you can see that it is divided into different parts. Okay, so this is the structure of neurons. So these neurons, they are also known as the nerve cell. Okay, they are also known as the nerve cell. In and these neurons, now you have 100 billion. Okay, 100 billion number of neurons you have in the nervous system. Okay, so these neurons you have 100 billion. So you just imagine it will be so many, uncountable. Means you won't be able to see with your eyes, naked eyes. So you have 100 billion neurons. Okay, so and these neurons, they are also known as nerve cells. Okay, so these neurons, they are also known as the nerve cells. And what will this do? These neurons, they will send signal, okay, from the brain. They will send and they will receive signal from the brain and they will send to another neurons. I will explain to you in the next slide about this. So these neurons, no, they are divided into different parts. The first one is dendrites. Okay, this neuron consists of a cell body. This is a cell body. Okay, a cell body and one axon. Okay, it has one axon. So this is the axon, this line. Okay, so this line is known as the axon and they have many dendrites. Okay, so these are dendrites, just like branches, na? Just like branches. So these are dendrites. All these hairy parts means they are just like branches. So all these parts are known as dendrite. This part is known as the cell body. Okay, and this line, this complete line is known as axon. Okay, and these neurons now they are also known as nerve cells, as I already said. Okay, so now let's see what is axon. This axon, they are long. Okay, they are tail like structure. Okay, they are long and they are tail like structure. And these axons, they have insulated, they are insulated means they are connected, you can say they are connected with a fatty substance which is known as myelin sheath. So these all this part now all this part are known as myelin sheath. Okay, so in the axon you'll see that they are insulated with fatty substance. Okay, with fatty substance which is known as the myelin sheath. So this is known as the myelin sheath. And this myelin sheath, what will they do? They will help this axon no, to conduct electrical signal. They will help the axon in for conduction of electrical signal. Okay, and these neurons they have only one axon. It means this one. Okay, did you understand axon? This axon they are long. Okay, they are tail like structure. Okay, they are tail like structure and this axon they are covered with fatty substance, okay, which is known as myelin sheath. And this myelin sheath, what will they do? This myelin sheath they helps in conducting electrical signals. Okay, so this is about axon. Are you clear about axon? Are you clear about axon?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is dendrites. Okay. So dendrites, what they are? So dendrites, they are fibrous roots that branch from the cell. Means they are just like roots, or else they are just like branches also, you can say. So they are fibrous root. Fibrous means what? Means they are just like fibers, long. Okay, so these fibers, they mostly appear like long, means just like a line. Okay, so these fibers, you can see that they are fibrous roots. Dendrites, you can see that they are fibrous roots. Okay, they will branch out from the cell body, means they will come out from the cell body, and their structure is just like a branch. Okay, and like antenna, dendrites receive and process signals from the axons of other neurons. Means just like the antenna also, they transmit some wave, and they connect with other some devices, isn't it? So in the same way, these dendrites also, what will they do? They will get connected with uh, another neurons. Okay, here in this axon terminals, now again you will see one neuron. Okay, in the previous in the previous I have already in the previous class I have already said now that there are 100 billion neurons. So numerous neurons will be there connecting with different different neurons. So this neuron will be connected with another neurons here in the axon terminal. So if it gets connected, what these dendrites will automatically like connect with it. Okay, so it means that one. So this axon terminals, again they will get connected with another neurons, which will be below it, again another neuron, again another neuron. So in this way they will connect with each other. Okay, and neurons can have more than one set of dendrites. Okay, and these dendrites, you will find that they are numerous in numbers compared to the axon. Okay, are you clear about it? Are you clear about dendrites? Hmm? Are you clear about dendrites? Okay, now we will see the functions of neurons. Okay, so this is the function of neurons. So in this neurons, what will you see? You will see that neurons, what do? They send signals using action potential. Okay, these neurons, what will they do? They will send signal to another neuron. This is another neuron. As I've already said, no, they will get connected with the axon terminals. Terminals means what? Ending, last part, final part. So this this is one axon. Okay, also known as presynaptic cell, which is sending the message, you can say. Okay, so or as electric impulse, you can say. And in these neurons, what will you get? You will find they will send action potential to another neurons. Okay, which you will get in this part, in the another neuron, that is the dendrites. Okay, so these axon terminals, they will get connected with the other neurons, which is in the dendrite area. Okay, in the dendrite area, you will get they will get connected. Okay, they are also known as elect electrical potential. Okay, and here what happens? There is flow of ions also. Okay, like Na plus, Ca plus, all these ions you will get in this. Okay, so this is about the first point. Okay, action potentials can trigger both chemical and electrical synapse. So in this synapse, no, this synapse, which is the connection in between the two neurons, in this synapse, or synapse, what will you see? You will see that they will occur chemically also, and as well as electrically also. Now we will see what do you mean by chemical synapse or synapse, or electrical synapse or electrical synapse. Okay, are you clear about this? About the action potential? Are you clear? Subhash, are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So first, let's see what they mean by chemical synapse or chemical synapse. You can say synapse also, you can say synapse also. Okay, so in this chemical synapse, what will you see? You will see that there is a gap in between two neurons. Okay, so this is the chemical. Okay, you can see that there is a gap in between the two neurons. Okay, and in these two neurons, what happened? They will pass an information chemically. Okay, they will pass an information chemically in the form of neurotransmitter. Okay, they will pass information chemically in the form of neurotransmitter, and they are a bit slow compared to the electrical synapse. Okay, so these neurotransmitters are what? These neurotransmitters are chemical messenger. Okay, that pass message from one nerve cell to another cell, which is a target cell. This is target cell, so they pass in that way. Okay, neurotransmitters such as I'll just say one example, dopamine. Okay, this dopamine, what will they do? They will help you in thinking, planning, controlling, all these parts. Okay, are you clear? Which you will find in the brain. Are you clear about chemical synapse? This chemical synapse, na, you will find two types of synapse in the synapse part also. One is the chemical, and one other one is the electrical. In this chemical synapse, what will you get? You will get that there is a gap. Okay, that there is a gap in between the two neurons. Two neurons means what? This one neuron and this other is the other neuron. Okay, here what you will get? They will pass information. These two neurons. Okay, they will pass an information to each other in what form? In the form of neurotransmitters. Okay, they will pass information chemically in the form of neurotransmitters, and these neurotransmitters are what? They are the chemical messengers. Okay, which pass message from one cell means from one nerve cell to the other nerve cell. Okay, and this neurotransmitter, I'll just say one example. For example, dopamine. Okay, this dopamine, what will they do? They will help you in thinking, planning, controlling, which you will get in the brain. So this chemical synapse means this one. Okay, are you clear about chemical synapse? Are you clear? Any doubts in chemical?
Repeat, ma'am.
Repeat. Okay. In this chemical synapse, now what you will get here? This chemical synapse means it is a gap between two neurons. I've already said now in the neurons, this one neuron, there are 100 billion neurons. Okay, so we are just talking about two neurons now. Out of 100 billion, we are just talking about two neurons now. And this is the neuron, one neuron, and this is the another neuron. Okay, so this neuron, what you will get in the neuron? You will find dendrites. These are the dendrites. This is the axon. Okay, and this is the axon terminals. Terminals means what? Ending part. Okay, the final part, the ending part. Okay, so axon terminals means that one. So this is the axon terminals. So these axon terminals, they will get connected with the other neurons. Okay, where it will get connected, in which part? In dendrite part. Okay, in this dendrite part. So the connection between these two neurons is known as synapse or synapse. Okay, so we were talking about that one. This synapse, na, it occurs chemically also as well as electrically also. So now let's see, and this in this neuron, no, what will they do? They will send information, or they will pass information from this one to this one. Means from one neuron to the target neuron. This one, which which is also known as action potential. Also known as action potential. Okay. So now let's see what they mean by chemical synapse or synapse. So chemical synapse, okay, it is a gap between two neurons. Okay, so this one is just a rough picture, I can say. So it is chemical synapse. It is a gap in between the two neurons. It is one neuron and the other is this neuron. Okay, so in these two neurons, what will you get? They will pass information chemically. Okay, these two neurons, they will pass information chemically in what form? In the form of neurotransmitters. Okay, so this is the neurotransmitter. They will pass information chemically in the form of neurotransmitters. Okay, neurotransmitters means what? These are the messengers. Okay, these are just like a messenger that transmits message from one neuron to the other neuron. Okay, and in this neurotransmitter, you will get one. I'll give you one example. That is dopamine. Okay, neurotransmitter. This dopamine is also a part of neurotransmitter. So in this dopamine, what will you get? In this dopamine, they will help you in thinking, planning, controlling. Okay, all these things they will help you in all these parts, all these activities, you can say. Okay, are you clear now about chemical synapse? Are you clear? Gore, are you clear now about chemical? Okay. Next is the electrical. So in this electrical synapse, what will you get? You will get mostly in CNS. Okay, CNS means central nervous system. Okay, so what will they do? This electrical synapse, na, they can excite. Excite means what? Means they can excite from one neuron to the other neuron. Okay, so what will they do? This electrical synapse, they will they will connect between two neurons. Okay, these two neurons. Okay, so they will get connected in the form of these two neurons, and in this electrical synapse, what will you get? It is a combination or else communication of two neurons. Okay, it is a connection in between the two neurons, and here what you will find mostly ions will be passed. IONS, ions. Okay, and in this electrical synapse, what you will get mostly, you will get the scene in the CNS, such as spinal cord. Okay, olfactory bulb you will get in your eyes. All these areas, this electrical synapse you will get. And in this electrical synapse, you will get mostly positive electrical signals. Okay, okay, are you clear? Means with the help of all these synapses, no, be it chemical or be it electrical, through the with the help of this synapse, what can you do? The activities which you are doing now. Okay, every now and then, for example, you are sitting now and you are listening to me, isn't it? So because of this synapse, that thing can happen, that thing is occurring. Okay, even now also, me too, Me too, I'm speaking to you all, I'm communicating with all, isn't it? All these are possible through what? Through the help of synapse, which is connecting from one neuron to the other. Because of this connection only, like I'm able to do the things which I'm doing now. Okay. Are you clear about synapse? Huh?
Ma'am.
Okay. Next is types of neurons. So in these neurons, now you'll find three types of neurons. Okay, the first one is sensory, the second one is motor, and the third is the in interneurons. Interneurons. Okay, sensory, motor, and interneurons. Okay, now let's see sensory. By hearing the word only sensory, sense organs, you can sense. Okay, so sensory means what? Taste, smell, hear, see, feel things, all this. You can see with your eyes. Okay, you can feel, you can hear the sound with the help of your ear. Touch, you can feel it. Okay, if you close your eyes also and if you touch something, you will be able to feel it. Taste, you can know whether the taste is bitter or the taste is sweet or else it's salty or hot and spicy. Smell, you can smell, isn't it, means whether it's a good smell or a bad smell. Okay, so sensory, with the name only it's clear to you all, it's easy also, isn't it? Next is the motor neurons. Motor neurons means what? I have already said, no, voluntary, involuntary. Voluntary means uh, voluntary means what? Anyone remember? Voluntary means
which can be controlled.
which can be controlled. And involuntary means which you can't control. Means it's which occurring automatically, okay, or else which occurring, what to say, naturally. Okay, and these neurons, now, they will allow in this motor neurons, what will they do? They will allow the brain and the spinal cord to communicate with muscles, organs, glands all over the body. Means with this motor neurons, what happens? Your neurons, okay, they will allow the brain, okay, means your means they are allowing the brain to do something. So for that reason, this motor neurons is also functioning, isn't it? So they will communicate with muscles, okay, which you are able to move. Organs like you can sense, you can sense with the help of your nose, okay, eyes, ears, all this. Okay, and glands. Glands means all those endocrine glands. Okay, so it means that one. Okay, so in this motor neurons, again you'll find two parts, that is the lower and the upper. Okay, so this lower motor neurons, what will they do? This lower, this one. So this lower motor neurons, what they will do? They will send signals. Okay, they will send signals from the spinal cord. Okay, from the spinal cord to the smooth muscle and the skeletal muscle. Okay, this spinal cord, they will send signal to the smooth muscle and the skeletal muscle. Okay, ultimately you are able to move it, isn't it? Means you are able to do some physical activities because of the smooth muscle and the skeletal muscle, which you will get in the lower motor neurons. Okay, and in this upper motor neurons, what will they do? They will send signals in between the brain and the spinal cord. Okay, brain and the spinal cord, this upper motor neurons will be getting. So ultimately, they will send signals to different parts of the body and they will control it. Okay, are you clear about the two types of motor neurons? Hmm? Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And next is the interneurons. Yeah, the last one, that is the interneurons. It's almost same only, which you'll find in the brain and the spinal cord. They are the common type of neuron. They pass signals from the sensory neurons and other interneurons to motor neurons and interneurons. Often they are, yeah, same thing. Means these interneurons, what will they do? They will send signals to your brain and the spinal cord. Means which you'll find in the brain and the spinal cord. And if they send signal to your brain and the spinal cord, what will they do? For example, I'm just showing you one example. Okay, suppose you are touching a hot uh, candle. What will you do? Will you keep your finger just like that? Huh? Will you just keep your finger in that candle and you will see your fingers burning? What will
No,
you do?
ma'am.
Obviously you'll take out from that hot substance from this candle, isn't it? So it means that in this interneurons, the brain and the spinal cord, they are connected. They send message to your motor neuron so that they will say, don't touch it because it's hot. So it means they are sending you message. Okay, the spinal cord and the, yeah, they are sending you message. Their brain and the spinal cord, they are sending you message that don't touch the hot substance or hot objects because you'll get burned. Okay, so it means that one. In the next class, I'll explain to you brain. Okay, brain and the for different lobes, the different functions of it. Okay, are you clear now? Means is it clear to you today's class? Is it clear, everyone? Nervous system. Is everyone clear? Is everyone clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Number of neurons. How many what is the number of neurons we have? If you all are clear. Huh? Number of neurons?
100 billion.
Yes, 100 billion neurons. Okay. Okay. And what are the parts of nervous system?
CNS.
CNS, PNS.
CNS, PNS. Okay. Full form of CNS? Full form of
Central
CNS?
nervous system.
Nervous
Okay.
system.
And PNS full form?
Peripheral nervous system.
Peripheral nervous system. Okay. Okay. Bandrilin, can you tell me the example of somatic or voluntary component? Any example? Bandolin, can you tell me any example of somatic? Bandolin, can you hear me? Okay, Gunajit, can you tell me any one example? What happened, Gunajit? Are you not listening, Gunajit? Are you listening music or what? Gunajit is busy listening music. Jonjit, can you tell me any one example of somatic? Yes, Jonjit, can you tell me?
Brain, spinal cord.
No, example
And
means
brain,
active.
spinal cord.
No, I'm asking you, what are the activities which we can do in somatic or voluntary component, na? Like
Yes,
what can we?
ma'am. Reflex action.
Okay, reflex action and anything else?
Feel, touch.
Okay, what you see means whatever you want to do. Okay, means you want to sit, you want to stand up, you want to run. Okay, so all this it comes under somatic. Okay, let me unmute again to Gunajit. Yes, Gunajit, can you hear me? Gunajit, can you hear me? Gunajit, are you taking class or listening music? Yes, Gunajit. Is it music class? Huh? See, students means all these are not for time pass. Okay, I'm taking class not for time pass or something like that. See, some of your friends are busy listening music. Will I give him attendance instead? He's listening music and I'm taking class. You all are also concentrating. So, what's your opinion? Will I give him attendance? Tell me your opinion. He deserves to get attendance or not in this way? He's listening music. He means he's not aware even that I turned his mic on. Hasina, will I give him, will I mark him present? Say, will I mark him present or not? Say, Hasina.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, he's busy listening music. He's not aware even that. See, again. See, he's not aware even that I turned on the music. Oh, sorry, I turned on the mic. Okay, then.